Salgar. We can do better than this. Better, I guess. God, for how awesome our deck is, this hand's kind of lame, right? I mean, it's all... Oh no, we're flooded, guys. We flooded. Oh no. See, if we were on the play and we had a 2-drop... I was just about to, like, think I played the wrong sigil and I was gonna cry a bit. Oh boy. This card's in our deck. Not going 0-3. I'm not going 0-3. You know. We're on the draw again. How unlucky. This deck is great. Remember that time we had bad cards in our deck? That was dumb. This is like the opposite. Forgot what it was like to have a good draft deck. This is fun. Yeah, getting a snowball kind of sucks because of Direwood Beast color. Ooh. Rude. I love when it speeds up like that. Just goes on crack. But we'll figure something out. I'm not too worried. I'll figure something out. Film Showdown. That seems premature, right? Am I the only person that thinks that seems premature? I don't really see a point in playing Beast Caller. We don't know how we're going to push it through yet. So I can either play Swift Blade, hold up Lightning Strike, but I can just play Ambush Avalanche Stalker to hope our opponent just like swings into it with nothing going on. He might have a trick, but then like why use Snowball and all that jazz last turn, right? I guess we'll get Beast Color out there now. Hard to get much better Lightning Strike target than that. I'm guessing he has Lightning Strike here. But he doesn't, so we win. And now that he's served his purpose, we can just do this. Get him in the yard. And play a Lethrai Ranger. So, we're ahead on board. I'm not sure why he attacked with the dragon if he had no follow-up. Runbow, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, the deck's really good, but it also helps that our opponents just, like, haven't done anything and have made kind of questionable plays, so it makes it even look worse. Like, Infiltrate is a deck that punishes misplays extremely hard, or any deck that stumbles. Like, you just can't, like, if you find the gap in their defenses and you go through, yeah, the game's over. Direwood Beastcaller just wins games. I mean, there's a reason why one of the premier decks in Eternal very early on was built around Direwood Beastcaller. Now we've learned how to deal with that card, but in draft it still just wins games. Manja, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So, another neat little trick. Infiltrate works anytime you damage your opponent. That means if you play Stormcaller, put Amulet on it, and just use its ability to hit your opponent, you get a 5/5. Really, really fun. But I'm still going to redraw this hand. Just because it doesn't have, you know, all the colors and stuff going on. This hand seems a bit better if we just draw a power here. If we don't draw power, hopefully he plays a unit and we can levitate it. And then we can't levitate our Fanatic, but whatever. 72-hour drunk stream. I actually already did it, but I was so drunk I forgot to turn on the stream, Neon. Oops. I can't afford to miss power here, so... we were going to get it, but there's no way of knowing. So these all use our power better, but I think this is just a better play on the board. It's probably just going to have, like, Torch, and it just doesn't matter. But one, it wears Amulet better on the attack. See, like, now I think I just don't block here, right? Like, if we make a 5/5, what do we care? So it's like, now what is he going to do? What is he playing? Is he going to be able to block a 3/3? He is. That's frustrating. That's definitely frustrating. So now we have to be kind of super patient, right? Or we put the Amulet on and 2-for-1 ourselves, but that's just not how we win this game, right? This has to attack, though. And maybe this is the turn he doesn't play something big enough to block this, unless he decides to hold this back. So now this might get the trick out of his hand here. This going to the yard's not the end of the world. We're a Haunting Scream deck. Ruth. So do we go for it? Not into 3 power. That's just very spooky. Problem is, do we have the time to take off and play Wisdom here? I don't know. It's kind of an awkward spot, isn't it? I think we just want to hit power. It sucks, obviously, but I just don't like swinging there at all. I mean, yeah, we get wrecked by Torch. Okay. This screams that it's the quick draw spell. Just like absolutely screams at the top of the lungs that it's the dumb quick draw spell. I don't mind taking 2 here. That's a very good play. Come on, we can't get power? Jeez, this is getting clunky and awkward. So I'm going to give this Deadly Quick Draw. The next turn, we may be able to get a 5/5 into play. We're going to be very low on life. I'm going to get the trick out of his hand here, though. I think that's important to do. Because then we've got a 5/5 that trumps these guys. And a 3/3 is not doing much to these other units on board. Scavenger Vultures. So if I put Amulet this attack and he blocks, we die. Dying doesn't seem ideal. Gotta say, not an ideal scenario. So Dark Return's a card, so we're gonna do this. And then if we draw power next turn, we have Execute Amulet as a line. We're not dead, but we're in trouble. Yeah, we just like, we got kind of log jammed on power. Just a shame. So execute. We're just dead. Like we got a 2-drop. Yeah, this was kind of an obscenely good draw. We just have no way to gain life here. It's like I kill this, and I have 2 blockers, but the other thing gets through and kills us. So we just have to hope he doesn't see lethal. Well, play to your outs, right? I'm sure our opponent will see it, but, you know. I like to let them attack in case they have the quest to do so much damage or something like that. Because I know whenever I have those quests and my opponent concedes when I'm swinging for lethal, I get kind of bummed out. You know, it's a bit of a bummer. So yeah, that was an example of why I think this deck could argue for like 18 power, or like why 17 power is definitely not too much either. Even though we top out at 4, our deck wants to play multiple spells a turn. Like we want to hit like 5 and 6 power pretty regularly, pretty consistently. Now, that case was more extreme, where our opponent had a very aggressive draw, a lot of very good plays, a lot of disruptive spells, where he could just get ahead and stay ahead. That's not always going to happen, obviously. It just happened to happen there, where he had just the perfect follows in each turn. Like, it's not typical for Stonescar to always have, like, a, you know, that good of a, strong of a 2-drop into that strong of a 3-drop kind of thing. And it just happened that game. Okay, this is certainly one of our slower hands, but it can handle whatever gets thrown at it. It's not a big deal, Milkman. I mean, everybody's got their own list. Mine is certainly not the gospel. I mean, Felonscar's been very good to me, and spoiler alert, you might see me play it in tomorrow's tournament. But I actually climbed to Master on yesterday, day before, with a new take on Felonscar, and I'm really happy with how it felt and how it played. I'm just kind of keeping that list under wraps for now. It's nothing incredible. It's not playing anything new. It's just slightly different configuration. I'm making some bold choices with it in the meta, and I'm really excited to go over it and show it off tomorrow. Hoping it all goes well. Huh. Yeah, Isma, that could have been what sealed the game there, for sure. It was a tricky situation to be in, where he got the first infiltrate unit down and had the trick. It was one thing where we never drew a lightning strike, and even if we did, we may not have had power to hold up at any point for it. I mean, we just swing, right? He has to block, or he doesn't have to. Lightning striking this is weird. Right? That's just weird. Maybe he puts equipment on it. Acceptable. Don't get a 2-for-1 necessarily, but it now feels better to lightning strike. Guess swinging with this isn't really an option. You can just double block. And that's fine. We will play our Serpent Trenor. If he has torch power up, do I go for the amulet? Probably not. Oh, that's fine. Oh, Lomalai. I'm gonna say that's how you pronounce it, like Lorelei. Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. And now we get a 5/5. Boop. Oh, and a 2/2. Boop. Neon Blonde is like, why didn't this guy read our rankings or listen to our podcasts? You don't draft these cards. And I think this game's kind of showing why. Like, they're just super low impact, need a lot to go right for, like, this card to matter. Like, he curved out. He had a 2-drop into a 3-drop into a 4-drop into a 5-drop. It's usually enough to win a lot of games. Not... God. Some mediocre all-stars. I guess I'll hide the information. I don't know. What are the odds he chump blocks here? I'm curious. Hey, everybody learns draft their own way. I used to draft bad cards too. I just had the fortune of not starting to draft in this game. Did it back in Magic. And actually I started drafting in Gate Crash, so that was actually really easy and straightforward to draft. It was like, draft 2-drops. You did it. You're Boros. What's he stunned? That was like my last guess. That was the last guess I had. None of my units have died, right? Do I feeding time this? Is there a reason to? He stuns a flyer. Yeah, that could be annoying. He has to find like 9 damage here. Apparently, Neon. Nice. Upgrade. Damn, I didn't say it fast enough. Oh, that reminds me. Let's fix this up. And by fix this up, I mean remember this deck forever. Alright, so now while this queue takes forever, I get to upload this. Augmented form would not have done it. It's true. Augmented form is it's a tough card to play around. But yeah, the feeding time just felt correct. Oh, Warband Chieftain's great. It is very much worth the 5 power it costs. That card is really, really, really good. I have an old draft in the archive somewhere where I'm basically end up drafting like Combray Splash Elysian, and then I actually just splash 2 Warband Chieftains. They're like, it was a weird draft, but it worked really well. Turns out giving your Karmic Guardians like +5 attack is sweet. That was... I've done some... Where the hell did I save this picture to? What just happened? Oh, there it is. It just saved it to the wrong spot. Like I said, this queue is going to take forever. Oh, sounds like we're in a game. Chocolate juice. That's kind of like what a Yoo-Hoos are, right? They're chocolate drink. We'll keep this. Remember, we have 2 plagues in this deck and we haven't drawn them yet. What's up with that, right? What's up with that? What? Where did my... There it is. Sweet. What? Okay. Scepter of Nobility is not a very good card. Like, it doesn't really see... people have tried it in Constructed. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the legend still can be 800 stones if you need it to be. Of course, building your collection now, you know. Our opponent is the king of conditional cards. Alright, so do we think he plays anything that can block? Also, he does have Haunting Scream. Here's the plan. We're going to double block one of these. Alright, here's the plan. He's going to kill it for us. He's going to gain a lot of life, and then we're going to get 2 5/5s. Although, let's see here. There's nothing that costs 1 power that punishes that line. Just had to double check in my head. So, this seems okay. He's gonna have a lot of life. He's gonna have a lot of life. We'll admit that. Is he gonna win? I don't know. Don't know about that. I just want to entice him into blocking, clear the way for the Serpent Trainer. Like, I could have put an Ami on one of these guys. I don't think it matters. Darwood Beastcaller has won us every single game. Like, easily. We're gonna put it on here. He's got power open. Just not even going to. If he has no units in play in power open, sure, I'll like put it on this or whatever. Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee! Zariki, thank you for the follow. Alright, I'll give him a choice. Does he want to take 6 and have me get another 5/5 or throw away his 4/5? I don't know. He's made his choice. Let's throw more stuff out there. Okay. That's some cool stuff.